Hi everyone! Randy and I just got back from a wonderful road trip to Las Vegas and San Francisco and wanted to share some of our photos with you. Here we are at the Eiffel Tower restaurant at the Paris Hotel in Las Vegas. The restaurant is on the 11th floor of a replica of the Eiffel Tower. The views of the Strip were great and the food was delicious. For dessert we had the best creme brulee ever. After dinner at the Eiffel Tower restaurant, Randy and I took a walk on the Strip. Here we are outside the Bellagio with the Paris Hotel balloon lit up in the background. Las Vegas at night is quite a spectacle. Later that night we decided to try out the slot machines at the Paris. We realized we didn't know how to operate them. So we asked a lovely lady named Loy from West Texas to show us how. Loy was more than happy to show us the ropes. She was such a bright spirit. The next day we met up with our son Eric and our daughter Jenny and her husband Tom. They had flown out to Vegas the night before. Here they are in our hotel room at the Paris while we were all waiting for my brothers and their families to join us for the day. Here are most of us in front of the New York Hotel where we all ate lunch. From left to right, there's Vicky, my sister-in-law, Grace, my niece, my nephew Sam, and my son Eric, me, Tom, Jenny, Diana, my other sister-in-law, and my nephew Zach. Looks like Randy and my two brothers managed to not be in this picture. Later that night, we all met up at Caesar's Palace for dinner, where we were going to be celebrating my brother David's 50th birthday and his wife Vicky's 50th birthday, and my son Eric's 21st birthday. The rendezvous point was the Trevi Fountain outside of Caesar's Palace. Here's my brother David and his daughter Grace. This is a great picture of the five cousins, Zach, Sam, Jenny, Grace, and Eric. After we'd eaten our fill at the Lago Restaurant Buffet at Caesar's Palace, we walked over to the Bellagio to take in a couple of the water shows. The next day, Jenny, Eric, Tom, Randy, and I walked to the Venetian Hotel and marveled at the replica of the Grand Canal, gondolas and all, in San Marcos Square, built right inside the hotel. We had an incredible lunch at Wolfgang Puck's Postrio restaurant on the square. Later that afternoon, Randy and I checked into the Rio Hotel to begin our participation in a 3-day Wealth Masters International M2 conference. This is the view from our hotel room on the 29th floor. After 3 days packed full of inspiring and informative presentations on wealth, health, and wisdom, and meeting many wonderful people from around the country and the world, Randy and I got back in our car and headed further west to San Francisco, the place where we met, married, and where our daughter Jenny was born. Here we are at our favorite place, the promenade from the marina to the Golden Gate Bridge. We'd also spent some wonderful times in Pacifica, and so we drove there and ate a late lunch at Nick's right on the ocean. We had the famous Nick's Crab Sandwich, which has been on the menu since Nick's opened in 1927. It was absolutely delicious. Here is a view of Nick's and the ocean from our room at the Best Western Lighthouse Hotel. On our last day in California, Randy and I drove to Ocean Beach in San Francisco and ate breakfast at the Cliff House. Our table had a view of the ocean and Seal Rock, although we didn't see any seals there. We thoroughly enjoyed the popovers and the eggs San Francisco. What a great way to start a Saturday morning. After breakfast, we took one last beach walk along Ocean Beach. I wish I could bottle the sound of the waves and the brisk breeze off the water. As we drove back to Colorado, we saw some amazing scenery. The Sierra Nevadas, the high desert of Nevada, the Bonneville Salt Flats, the Great Salt Lake, and in Wyoming, a brilliant rainbow across the plains. This country is so vast and beautiful. I feel so grateful that we had a chance this summer to experience some of that beauty.